I'm Colleen Clinkenbeard, and I'm an actress, director, producer with Funimation Entertainment. Probably the best known are going to be Riza Hawkeye and Rose Thomas in Full Metal Alchemist. I'm also Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, in the new One Piece dub from Funimation, which has not come out yet. I'm going to be king of the pirates! I play Esther in Trinity Blood, and Mama in Kodacha, Kirara in Samurai 7, and a bunch of others. Line producing at Funimation is a little bit different from line producing in most of the filmic industry. As a line producer, I have approval over the script, so my first job would be to check the scripts, make sure they're consistent with the ideas that we're trying to convey with the scripts, make sure that all the characters are staying consistent, that kind of thing. Once they're approved, I choose a director for every episode. I am in charge of casting or helping the director cast the series, and then I either direct or have somebody direct the show. And after that, I follow up and watch, make sure that they stayed consistent with everything, that I approve of the creative process. And then I take it to mix, and one of our brilliant mix engineers does his job, and I check that over as well and maybe make a few small adjustments from there. Directing entails knowing the show inside and out in Japanese, knowing what the Japanese wanted or were trying to convey, knowing what the marketing team and the rest of Funimation is trying to do with the show, where they're trying to go with it, what the ideal market is for it, and then taking that, casting the show with voices that are either very similar to the Japanese voices, or if you've made a conscious decision to break away from those Japanese voices, do exactly what you're looking for with that, and responsible for all those decisions within. And then the bulk of it is making sure that as you direct, you maintain a consistency throughout with the voices, with the conversations, with the intensity as it's conveyed on the screen. One of our hardest jobs, since we direct one actor at a time, we don't direct chorus style the way the Japanese do. We only have one actor in the booth at a time, so frequently they're recording off of nobody else. They'll just be talking into the void, and it's our job to make sure that they know where they're coming from and how that other person's going to respond, where the build needs to be. No, you're farther away from him than that, you're going to need to call it out more. It's more intense than that, you're in the middle of a fight, that kind of thing. So the director's just responsible for the overall creative process of making the show look and sound, well, not look, sound like it's supposed to sound. Probably my favorite anime to work on so far has been Full Metal Alchemist. I don't think that anything has compared, and I don't know if anything can compare. It's actually sort of frustrating working on something that you know is not coming down the pike again. It was just the whole package. It was so beautifully done. The animation, the music, the characters, the storyline, everything was so beautiful. It was almost a shame to touch it, but I'm glad that we did, because I think it turned out really, really well. The new Funimation dub of One Piece is something that has all of Funimation excited. We're all thrilled to pieces that it came our direction. And I am involved only as Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, who's my character, who's the captain of the ship. And I'm so thankful that Mike McFarland and Chris Bevins cast me. It's my favorite character that I've done so far. I think he's so fun and stupid. Aww, I thought I was gonna get to see a goat. Acting is my love. I've been doing it forever, since I was 12, and it's all I've really ever wanted to do. If I could only do one of the jobs at Funimation that I have, it would be acting. You're watching One Piece on Toonami Jetstream.